Hello dear children, welcome you all. In the last class, you studied about the experimental observations and inferences of Humphrey Davy, Michael Faraday and J.J. Thomson. Today, you are going to learn the contributions made by Ernest Rutherford and James Chadwick. Let's begin. So dear children, in the last class we studied about the contributions made by J.J. Thomson, and there we learnt about the presence of negatively charged particles called electron. The discovery of electron energized the search for other particles in atom. Even though the positive charge in a substance has been identified earlier, it is Rutherford who proved authentically. Rutherford conducted an experiment called gold foil experiment. Now let's discuss the observations and inferences made by Rutherford. He conducted this experiment by passing positively charged alpha particles through a very thin gold foil. Have you heard about alpha particles? Alpha particles are positively charged particles having mass equal to that of helium atom. They are emitted by radioactive elements. So I said that alpha particles are passed through a very thin gold foil. What is the speciality of the element gold? Don't you remember? Let me give you a clue. You have learned some of the characteristics of metals in 8th standard. And there you have learned the terms malleability and ductility, right? Now, did you get the answer? Of course, you are right. Gold is the most malleable metal. So, Rutherford and his co-workers performed the experiment in which the alpha particles are allowed to strike on a very thin gold foil. A screen coated with zinc sulfide was placed behind the foil. Several alpha particles were used for this experiment. So whenever an alpha particle struck the screen, a tiny flash of light was produced at that point. From this experiment, he made the following observations. See, most of the alpha particle pass straight through the gold foil. Some alpha particles got deflected through the gold foil by a small angle, and some alpha particles got deflected by a large angle. Based on these observations, he made the following inferences. The first inference was, most of the alpha particles passed through the gold foil without any deflection. That is, most of the space inside an atom is empty. Very few minute particles suffered a deflection from their path. That is, the positive charge occupies a very little space inside an atom. The third and final point is, there is a small part inside the atom where all the positively charged particles is concentrated. This central region of an atom is called the nucleus. The particles that were responsible for the positive charge are protons. Its charge was found to be equal and opposite to that of an electron. It is determined that mass of proton is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom. Did you get me? Alright. Now, shall we learn about James Chadwick? It was experimentally proved that there are neutral particles having mass equal to that of proton. This chargeless particle is called a neutron, and this neutron was discovered by James Chadwick. The total mass of an atom is concentrated in the nucleus because the particles proton and neutron that possess mass are in the nucleus. And also, he said that atoms of all elements are made up of the particles, namely proton, electron and neutron. The difference in the number of these particles make an element differ from each other. Now let's consolidate the features of fundamental particles in an atom. The charge of proton is positive, whereas that of electron is negative and that of neutron is chargeless. The mass of both the proton and neutron is equal to that of hydrogen atom, whereas the mass of electron is less than that of the mass of hydrogen atom. The particles proton and neutron are seen inside the nucleus and the electrons are seen outside the nucleus. Here the mass of electron is too negligible, hence it is not considered. So hope everyone understood the gold foil experiment conducted by the Rutherford and the features of fundamental particles in an atom. Watch the video carefully, learn well. See you in the next class, dear children. Thank you so much.